What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Digging into the ribcage now. Can't find a home for that jab. And he scores with the counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Drop their guard, they get caught. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
He's getting everything tonight. And you know,
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Nope, that jab not going to score. That hook just can't find the target. That uppercut doesn't get through. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
And there's the bell to start round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Insane action. Beautiful counterpunch. Believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he did catch him. He caught it clean, clean as a whistle. Perfect punch. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. And one of the all-time greats, Froch, goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Talk about Froch in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. And there's the bell for round three. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford in trouble! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Punch, counter punch. He threw the hook, didn't land. These two were made for each other. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just got countered. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here's the bell for round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with the left hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the place. How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they telling them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Dodging to the left. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow.
On to the 5th we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A perfect counter shot. That uppercut's blocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, son.
There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
There's a counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A straight right just misses. A swing and a miss with that jab. That jab doesn't score. A lot of effort being exerted here. A perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second.
Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punching. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with something that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Which fighter will say no mas? Right jab just misses. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Counter punch right up the middle. That left hook missed. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout with that.
There's the bell to start round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well done with that counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.